Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise, and welcome to episode 4 on MLB The Show 21. Today we are taking on the San Francisco Giants in the third series of the season as we face our third division rival in the third straight series. So we will see Austin Gomber on the mound against Alex Wood. This is also the first game on my new PS5. So the graphics are upgraded and very excited to be on the newest console. But we'll get underway in just a couple minutes. We lost the first series of the season to the Dodgers 1-2-3 and then followed that up by beating the Diamondbacks 2-3 in the second series of the season. Alex Wood had a very strong first start. He did receive the loss though, but went 6 innings and only has a 1.5 ERA so far this year. Raimel Tapia will be out of the lineup today, replaced by Jonathan Daza, and he starts us off with a liner to the right fielder. Tapia just getting a break for some rest after playing consecutive games to start the year. Now in the 2-hole, Charlie Blackmon, he grounds this one to the second baseman, flip to the shortstop, and the 4-6-3 double play is successful, and there are 2 outs in the top of the first now. Trevor Story, CJ Cron, Ryan McMahon, Elias Diaz, Josh Fuentes, Sam Hilliard, and Garrett Hampson are the rest of the lineup. Sam Hilliard will be playing instead of Brendan Rodgers, moving the lineup around a little bit to get some different guys out there. Trevor Story reaches though on the errant throw from the shortstop. It's ruled a base hit, and Trevor Story's gotten off to a little bit of a slow start. He didn't have a great second series of the season, but he is, I believe, third on the team right now in OPS, but it's only sitting around 700. And on the 10th pitch of the at-bat for CJ Cron, he takes the ball and walks to give us 2 runners on first and second with 2 outs, and Ryan McMahon up. He has been by far our best hitter with an OPS over 1, but strikes out on the fastball down the middle, as Wood escapes with no damage done. Did throw 26 pitches in that first inning though. Alex Dickerson will be leading off for the San Francisco Giants. As we said, Austin Gomber is on the mound. He had a tough first start on the year, going 5 innings and giving up 6 earned runs, and then the first batter, Alex Dickerson, legs out the single in the infield, and we will go ahead and challenge it. I looked close, but we'll get a second look at this. As we can see on the second look, as Dickerson just barely beats it out and does get the single, as the challenge will not be overturned. Now this is a pop fly out to shortstop Trevor Story right underneath it for an easy out. And 1 out down. Donovan Solano, Mike Yastrzemski, Evan Longoria, Wilmer Flores, Buster Posey, and then Brandon Belt round out the lineup. Posey and Belt batting 7th and 9th. A long way from where they used to bat for those old Giants teams that were winning World Series. Throw to third is not in time, as we'll have runners in second and third with 1 out. As now Mike Yastrzemski up, Austin Gomber in early trouble. He hits this one to Trevor Story, and it eats him up. He can't get the throw away in time, and a run will score, so runners on first and second now. Another error for Trevor Story. A 2-2 count with 1 out. This one is fly to deep right center field. Going back is Sam Hilliard, and he can't get to it, and the ball will hop over the wall for an RBI double for Evan Longoria. As Sam Hilliard, he's fast, but just could not cover all the ground to get to the baseball. And it will be 2-0 0-2 count. And this one is now popped up to CJ Cron, who will retreat into the outfield, get it in, now fire home. The errant throw will not cost us a run though. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. See what we're able to do here. 2-2 count against Buster Posey. This one is hit to right field. Blackmon will try and track it down, and he is able to get it, as we will end the first inning now down 2-0. And we'll see if our offense can continue some of the success they had in that first inning, where Wood had to throw 26 pitches. Elias Diaz flies this one to right field, but it would be Yastrzemski under it for the first out of the inning. Now a 1-2 count to Josh Fuentes in the 7-hole. Wood's pitch is away high, 2-seam fastball gets Fuentes swinging for the second out of the inning. Alex Wood's second strikeout. Sam Hilliard up at the dish now. As this one is popped up, the third baseman Longoria is on under it for the final out of the second inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the second. A full count to open up the bottom of the second, and the strikeout down low on Dubon. Brandon Belt in the 9-hole 1-2 count, and the nasty slider gets him swinging for the second out of the inning. Now we have a chance to strike out the side, and this one will be lifted over Fuentes into left field. Daza is on, I should say, and the throw is in time. What a defensive play by Jonathan Daza for the final out of the inning. Man on first as Trevor Story takes the ball. Now a full count with 2 outs. It's lifted and foul, but hit pretty far. So still full count, and the big knuckle curve gets Trevor Story swinging for the final out of the inning, and Alex Wood escapes once again with no more damage done. That is a big swing and miss quick throw from Diaz to first base for the second out of the inning. Now another big strikeout on Mike Yastrzemski, and Gomber will escape once again. He's starting to settle down a little bit. Now we're into the bottom of the fourth. This one is a slow grounder to Brendan Rodgers, who doesn't get the throw off in time. It's an infield single from Evan Longoria. Don't really see him doing that much anymore. Wilmer Flores is up as this one is popped into right field. Blackman is on. He'll fire to third base, but it'll be runners on the corners with no outs. Gomber gotten himself in a little bit of trouble here as Wilmer Flores with the hit, and now Buster Posey up at the dish. This one is popped to deep left field. It will be Daza back, and he will fire it in, cutoff man, and the relay throw is not in time. Evan Longoria scores the third run for the Giants on the day. 1 out as this one is popped up, and it will be CJ Chrome underneath it for the second out of the inning. And now we just need 1 more out to escape this bottom of the fourth. It will be Brandon Belt up 0-1 count and lined right past CJ Chrome at first base. That will hold the runner though at second base. So 2 outs, 2 on, 1-2 count. And it is hit to Brendan Rodgers at second base. And the throw is there for CJ Chrome. And that will end the inning. And we will now head into the fifth. Down 3-0, the Giants offense performing much better than ours with only 2 hits. First 2 batters in the 5th inning struck out, and Garrett Hampson up. This one barely stays fair. He rounds first. He's got a lot of speed. You know he's going to third base. And the relay throw is not in time. It heads to the pitcher backing him up, and we will have a 2-out triple for Garrett Hampson. 2-2 count for Daza in the leadoff spot, and it's hit to Belt, who makes the athletic play for the final out of the inning, and we will head into the bottom of the 5th as we nearly got some runs there, but not quite enough as we strand the runner. There's a good strikeout though, as it is the 5th on the day for Austin Gomber. Donovan Solano up in the 3-hole. He pops this one to center field. Hilliard coming on, and it is right in front of his feet, and it will be a 1-out single. Mike Yastrzemski up 0 for 2 so far today. And what an athletic play by CJ Chrome. He throws it to Story at second base, but somehow he doesn't end up tagging the runner as we get the first out on the diving play by CJ Chrome, and then the runner just doesn't get tagged, slides right past it. A poor play by Trevor Story, who's really seen his defense decrease, as now it is a big fly, and that one will be gone, as that is now a 5-0 lead. Evan Longoria with the 2-run homer. But I have noticed Trevor Story's defense has started to decline a little bit. Have to wonder if the trade rumors are getting to him, and he's just not putting all the effort in the field. Probably left Gomber out there a little too long, and now Yency Almonte will come on. He's had 2 very strong outings, 4 innings of no-run baseball. And this one is lined into the right center field gap, and that'll get all the way to the wall. as a bad angle taken by Charlie Blackmon results in it rolling all the way, and it'll be a 2-out triple, as that is Wilmer Flores' second triple on the season. Buster Posey up, he grounds this one to Fuentes. He'll fire home, and the tag is there. Excellent play by Josh Fuentes, as Yency Almonte still has not allowed a run this year. Charlie Blackmon is up in the 1-2 count, and the knuckle curve outside of the zone gets him for the 7th strikeout on the day for Alex Wood. Coming into today, we were last in the majors in on-base percentage, and we can see a big part of that. I expected Trevor Story to maybe tee off in this matchup. He absolutely kills lefties. Instead, he has struggled so far today. That one is hit at the left fielder's feet, and it will be a 2-out single for CJ Chrome. Ryan McMahon up, he hits this one deep. Right fielder will go back, and he'll see it leave the yard. A 2-run homer for Ryan McMahon. Only 363 feet, but it's the second shallowest right field in all of baseball. And so it is a 2-run homer to make this one a little bit closer. And that would do it for Alex Wood as we go from one former Brave to another. Matt Wisler will take the mound. He's pitched in 3 games so far, and we'll see Dom Nunez as a pinch hitter. Still does not have a hit on the season. But that ends right here. He hits this one into left center gap, and that'll be a ground rule double for Nunez. His first hit on the year, and it comes at an opportune time. Now this one is hit to center field, and Fuentes ends the rally as we will head into the bottom of the 7th. This one is hit up the middle. Story can't quite get there, just a step too slow, and it will be a lead-off single on Yency Almonte. Solano is up Trevor Story, and he pitches it to Rodgers, and the 6-4-3 double play is there for the 2nd out of the inning. And now we are a 2-2 count with Yastrzemski up, and the throw on the nice breaking ball gets there for the final out of the inning. It'll be the hard-throwing Reyes Maranta on for the San Francisco Giants in the top of the 8th. Trevor Story will lead off, and he flies this one to left field. It's a big fly. Back to the warning track is Dickerson, but he will be under it for the 1st out of the inning. I thought Trevor Story really got a hold of that one for a big moonshot. CJ Chrome up, and he gets his 2nd hit of the day as he sends this one into center field for a 1-out single. McMahon up, 1-2 count, and the 98-mile-per-hour fastball up in the zone gets him swinging for the 2nd out. Dom Nunez up, and now the high heat once more, just way behind it and can't touch it. Maranta looked very good in that 8th inning. Yency Almonte still on the mound as this one is hit to Daza in left field as the outreaching Josh Fuentes could not quite get there. Dubon is up, he hits this one, and Chrome will be able to get there and get the final out of the inning. So we will head into the top of the 9th as we're down to our final 3 outs. The Giants will go from the flamethrower Maranta to Tyler Rodgers, who is one of the most, or maybe the slowest throwing pitcher in all of baseball. But he is very effective at what he does with a weird arm slot, and very few pitchers throw 83-mile-per-hour fastballs and curveballs that sit in the 60s, as there is the 1st out of the inning. Now Sam Hilliard up, he goes down to the 82-mile-an-hour sinker, as just not able to really get a hold on the real slow action of these pitches. The first pitch, though, by Garrett Hampson is fouled off. Now in an 0-2 count, the 10th pitch of the inning, and the curveball on the edge is called for the final strike of the day, as we will lose 5-2. Giants offense was definitely a lot better than ours. A big home run, though, by Ryan McMahon gives us our 2 runs on the day. We had some hard contact as the game progressed. We ended up with 8 hits, but just stranded some runners and weren't able to get them home. And Alex Wood pitched a pretty good game, 8 strikeouts and 5 2/3. Austin Gomber, we just left him out there a little bit too long. I thought after the 1st inning, he pitched very well, though. but it was a good, exciting game. We'll move forward through the more of April in episode 5, but I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe so you don't miss any more of the Colorado Rockies franchise. Have a great rest of your day.